It's wonderful. I mean, the greatest show on earth is on the warm-up track, and it's a very good idea the way they're organising this. That you've got a month to have a look around and decide exactly what you want to see. I mean, there are so many sports on, and when I first started, I was a sort of jack of all trades for ITV. Would you believe? Back in 1968, and I've always had a soft spot for all the other sports. And you know, when I've been at one particular venue, when there's been a quiet moment, flick on the screen and see what's happening elsewhere, which is
I mean, everybody wants to see the 100 metres final.
Of course
they do, which is sort of going to be slightly difficult to get tickets for.
I'm wondering and if you blink, you might miss it if Mr. Bolt is in his best form.
Go and buy some peanuts at just the wrong moment. But I'm wondering what the events are that people might not be so excited by, which you think would be particularly interesting.
You mean you haven't got your tickets yet for the beach volleyball?
No, the Horse Guards Parade.
I mean, there are so many sports. I'm sure a lot of people will want to go and see Tom Daley in the diving, and there are other sports. Hockey is obviously a sport where we have real chances, and something which is pretty close to my heart. All sorts of other things, from fencing to gymnastics. Again, there are so many British chances in the gymnastics. We've really come up in that sport, and it's good. Have a look. One of the newspapers this morning has worked out that you can see 3 or 4 sports and spend £70 in the day going from venue to venue, and you know, make a really good day out.
Because people tend to think, oh, it'll all be down in Stratford and East London, of course, which isn't necessarily the case at all. I mean, a lot of stuff going on down there, but there is, we mentioned, Horse Guards Parade and elsewhere.
Yes, I mean, the football always gets around the host nation, and this will be no exception.
And that's football's always a good. If you want to say I was at the Olympics, a football game's always a good thing to go to because there are loads and loads of tickets.
It's true, and also it's very important for the Olympic Games as a whole because the biggest crowds tend to go there.
Yeah. Let's have a look at a couple of dates then that people might want to put in their diaries. 25th of July, there is the women's football in Cardiff. The men's cycling road race will take place. There we go. Men's cycling road race will take place on the 28th of July, and we will see another Usain Bolt. Well, will it be a victory in the men's 100-metre final on the 5th of August? The cycling race particularly is interesting because it's such a long route, but it's close to London, but not actually in London.
That's true, and there's an opportunity for crowds actually without paying a penny to go and see perhaps the first British gold medal, because Mark Cavendish will be among the favourites there, and of course there are so many places on the route that you can watch. You pay if you were in the run-in, as it were, or the bike-in, pedalling, get it right.
It cost, though. How much these tickets? What's the breadth going to be of?
Well, they're making the rules are 75% of the tickets are going to go on sale. 90% are under £100. There are various sort of categories that your age is a factor, whether you're very young or whether you're very old. You have opportunities there to get cheaper tickets.
Yeah.
And
am I right in thinking some tickets may cost £20 and 12 pence, and the most expensive ticket is £2,012?
Something like that, and I think that's for the opening ceremony, which curiously, with all the sport that goes on, still gets the biggest audience.
And people want to know, Barry, are we going to hear the golden tones of Barry Davies in the 2012 Olympics, claiming your full dozen?
I don't know, but if you can speak to the powers
we'll put a word in for you.
I'd like to make it
What event would you like to commentate on most?
Oh gosh, well, I would love to be doing the ceremonies, but Hugh Edwards has taken that over now, which I understand completely. I mean, I have an outside chance of doing some of the hockey, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think there's, there are real medal opportunities there.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people will put in a good word for you, including us.
That's very
kind. Not that you need it.
Very kind.
Barry, thanks very much. Look forward to
you.
hearing you commentating on the hockey finals in the Olympics next year. Thank you.
Thanks very much.